A Wall Street Exposé with an all-star cast of egos has arrived, and this time the author is not an outsider. Jonathan A. a managing director at the boutique investment bank Evercore Partners, has written a memoir called The Accidental Investment Banker, and it is already stirring up trouble before it even hits shelves. Wall Street has had its share of insider tell-alls before, but Ni's book stands apart. Unlike Hollywood's You'll Never Eat Lunch in This Town Again or fashion's The Devil Wears Prada, Ni is still working in the very industry he is exposing. He is a well-liked, respected senior banker who has passed through Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley, and he currently teaches as an adjunct professor at Columbia University, all while breaking Wall Street's unwritten code of discretion and loyalty. Ni does not pull punches. He describes meetings with Joseph Perella, his former boss at Morgan Stanley, as marked by, in his own words, dozing off and occasionally flatulence. That kind of candor could make Ni unwelcome at some of Wall Street's favorite lunch spots once the book lands in stores next month. The timing is especially awkward. Evercore, Ni's own firm, is in the middle of an initial public offering just as he is publicly deriding the culture of the industry he inhabits. In the book, he argues that Wall Street bankers have drifted from being discreet, trusted advisors into what he calls increasingly mercenary dealhounds, motivated as much by publicity as by profitability. Dog-eared, bootleg copies have already been circulating on Wall Street for about 2 weeks, ever since the publisher, Oxford University Press, sent out advance review copies. Ni has built much of his career as a media banker, working on deals for companies including Dow Jones, Thomson, and VNU, relationships this book could well jeopardize. Comparisons are already being drawn to Michael Lewis's classic Liar's Poker. Ni's storytelling may not be quite as deftly shaped as Lewis's, but he brings something Lewis did not have, real authority on the subject. While Lewis wrote from the perspective of a young, green analyst, Ni climbed all the way to the top of the business before writing his account. One of the book's sharpest sections takes aim at league tables, the coveted Wall Street rankings firms love to tout, which Ni says are as much fiction as fact. He writes that many an analyst has spent many a sleepless night cutting and recutting the data to come up with the least ridiculous ways to demonstrate a number one market share ranking, complete with footnotes stuffed with tortured qualifying language designed to make the numbers work out just right. It all adds up to a rare, ringside look inside the madcap, often egomaniacal world of Wall Street's self-styled masters of the universe, written, unusually, by someone who is still very much inside it. That's the story for now. Thanks for listening.